Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie. If you are new here, please do subscribe. So I use the Canon M50 to film on. It's what I'm filming on right now using the 15 to 45mm lens. This has been incredible for my YouTube. It's been the best camera for me to get started with because I had no idea about videography. Like, I'm a photographer, so I know about kind of photography settings, but video, I have no idea. Even now, I still film on the aperture priority mode and then just kind of bump up the exposure a little bit, and that's my settings, that's what I do. I don't understand how this camera works, honestly, beyond that, but it's been so easy to use. I did buy at some point the 22mm f2, and I would use that for certain videos as well, in terms of kind of sit down videos or maybe some b-roll, because the f2 is really beautiful. And very recently I decided I'm going to take this camera with me when we go backpacking and take it kind of as my vlogging camera. So I decided to buy the Canon 11 to 22mm, I think it's a variable lens. It's an f3.5 to 5.6, something like that. It doesn't actually say on here. And I bought this refurbished from Amazon. So it came in just a box like this with nothing really inside, just the lens by itself, no information or anything. So I couldn't really do a whole unboxing because if you were to buy it new, you'd obviously have the box it came in, you'd have all the information and the flyers and things. All I have is just the lens that came in some bubble wrap. So I thought I would talk you through why I bought this and then also why I'm not keeping it, and I'm going to test it out as well. So I bought this, like I said, to use as a vlogging camera as a vlogging lens more so with this camera. And this one at the moment is 15 to 45. This one is 11 to 22, so it's a little bit wider. So you should see more of the frame. You should see kind of out here a little bit more, which I thought would be perfect for traveling and for vlogging and things like that. That's why I bought it initially. And once I ordered this, it took me a couple of days for it to arrive. And in that time, I decided I'm just going to use my GoPro. Honestly, I'm just going to use a GoPro. As much as I love this camera and I think it is incredible, especially for people who stay at home a lot, it's been amazing this past year doing these sit-down videos, talking about whatever I'm talking about on my YouTube, also for my online program where I teach people how to be dog photographers. I've used this camera and this lens for all of that, and it has been amazing. The face tracking is incredible. It's just so easy to use, and I use it with the Rode Video Micro just in case you're interested about the audio. So as much as I've enjoyed using this, I do think it's great. So that's why I bought this, thinking, okay, well, I'll have a really good camera for vlogging and I'll be able to get some really good footage. But then actually, because we're going backpacking and I'm just going to have a small bag for my camera equipment, I kind of think it's too big, honestly. This is my new camera I recently bought. It's the Sony a6600. I also bought that with the 17 to 70 lens. So that's going to be my kind of everything photography camera. So I think I'm going to vlog with my GoPro. And I was going to use this, but I think it's just going to be too big. So I'm going to vlog with my GoPro and use that for any kind of nice footage I want to get, any kind of b-roll, anything like that. So that's basically why I bought this, but then also why I'm not using it. I think this would be incredible for people who, like I said, stay at home, who go on daily vlogs and kind of carry things around for a day. Incredible, amazing. But I think for me, in terms of backpacking around Asia with, you know, trying to have minimal amount of equipment, I just think having an extra camera with... Okay, I had to switch memory cards because I'm full up from filming all these intros today. So that's kind of the long and short of it, of why I bought it, but then also why I'm not keeping it. I think even though this would be great for people who want to use it on a day-to-day basis, for day trips, things like that, I think for me backpacking, I just think it's going to be too big having two sizable cameras with the lenses and the batteries and everything else. So I'm going to try it for you just to kind of show you the difference. So this is currently at 15, that's the widest it goes. And if I zoom you all the way into 45, that's really zoomed into just my mouth. So that's kind of the range that this lens has. And I'm going to put on the 11 to 22, and we should see a big difference. So at the moment you can just see the edge of, where is it? There. The edge of the canvas, and you can just see a little bit of these plants here. So I'm going to pop this on. I'm going to try and keep the camera in the exact same place if I can, and we should see a difference. I'll be back in 1 second. So that's the 11 to 22mm lens on the Canon M50. So like I said before, you could see just the edge of this painting, and you can see just the edge of these leaves, so you can definitely see a whole lot more. if I was to hold the camera, I'd be about this far away, so you can kind of see how much you would see. So in terms of vlogging, I do think it's great, honestly, and the fact that it tracks your face really well. You can't see this, but for me on the screen on the side, it's got a square on my face and it just tracks my face all the time. So I think it's incredible, honestly. I do think it's a good setup. I just think it's going to be a little bit too big for me in terms of backpacking. This is something I would for sure have if I was, like I said, staying in one place and doing day trips. I think it's incredible. It's a little bit heavier as well in terms of the size of the lens. So this is the 15 to 45, so that's a little bit smaller. It's also a lot lighter, this one. I feel like even though this is good because it's wide angle for vlogging, I feel like in terms of actually carrying it, it is a little bit heavier. So maybe you would want one of those tripods that you kind of grip onto the bottom of the camera with. So yeah, and I also think that because this is a wide angle, I may as well just use the GoPro and kind of have something pretty wide that I can carry everywhere, and that has really good image stabilization for walking, for bikes, for tuk-tuks. Who knows what we're going to be doing and where we're going to be going. So yeah, I'm not going to be keeping it, but I do think it's a great piece of equipment if you're in the market for a new vlogging lens. If you have the Canon M50, this would be a great investment, especially for, okay, it's around $400 new. I think I got this for $375 refurbished, so you can definitely find refurbished ones for a little bit cheaper. But I think it's $400 new. So let me know in the comment section below if you think it's worth upgrading from the 15 to 45 to the 11 to 22. I think it's great. Like I said, the amount that you can see, and you can kind of have the camera closer to you and you can easily control it, easily touch the screen, things like that. This is like arm's distance away. So for vlogging, like I said, that would be great. Yeah, so that's kind of it for this video. I know it's a little bit of a random one because I know I'm not keeping the lens before I've even opened the box. But I hope this was useful for somebody out there if you're interested in buying the same thing. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comment section below if you have bought this, if you want to buy this, if this video was helpful. If there's any other videos you would like to see from me, please let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe before you leave as well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! So I'm back on the 15 to 45, and I just want to show you that it does have the same kind of opening as the 15 to 45, so you just have to press this way, sorry, you just have to press and open it, and then you can use it from there. So in terms of zooming in and out, it really doesn't change a whole lot, but then it does pack down to there in terms of the size. So it's that size on my hand. So it's not huge at all, but it is quite sizable. It's definitely bigger than the 15 to 45. This is the Sigma 30mm lens, so they're roughly the same size. Well, the Sigma's a tiny bit bigger, but yeah, if you have that lens, you can kind of compare sizes. So it easily fits in the palm of your hand. You can easily carry it around. I think it's great for that. Just wanted to make sure that I threw that in there so you could see the size of it as well.